It's in the game.
Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Started. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Get him on the ground at the 20. Quick pass on the fly motion. Creates a little room. Turning it on. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere, and when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. he released it, and it falls to the turf. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's
turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Burks. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Well, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on?
Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Fights off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It's a fumble on the play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. It's complete to the right. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Sooners! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Finds a tight end. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it for a big play. All by himself down the middle. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take another shot here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pulls it in inside the 10. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football when that happens.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Quick strike complete. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the bag. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Going right and going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the air, it's Manning. Steps away to find some room. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooners!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
That's reeled in. It's Wingo. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're in Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Back to pass on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
2 to the air. It's Mateer. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Sooners are on the move. The inside handoff. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Let's see what they do on third down.
Okay, great. Here we go, set.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got some room to run. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm.
Turning it on! He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Gets it past the marker. Open space at the 25. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
22.
He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the 4th. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, in typical fashion, in a 2-minute situation, throwing to the sideline, trying to save the clock here in a tie game late. But the biggest advantage this offense has is the 3 timeouts they have right now. They can use those, and because of that, start attacking the middle of the field throwing the football.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Buys a little time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. 3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown Longhorns! They take the lead here in overtime.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To throw, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win.
Ready!
From the gun. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner!
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done in the